All right, let's start seated today. So let's sit on our heels and let's just stack the spine. Let your weight settle down onto the mat. Take some nice deep breaths, making sure your shoulders are down and back, down from the ears. Let's bring fingertips to the shoulders. And we'll just slowly start to go right and left. Gentle here, just warming up the spine a little bit, warming up your core a little bit. And then try going a little bit faster. And then slow down and come to a stop. And let's pull the right arm across. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale, shoulder down. One more deep breath. And then let's pull the other arm across. Deep inhale. Exhale that left shoulder down. And then release, interlace fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Let's pull the fist away from your body. And release. Keep the feet where they are. Just shift the hips off to the right. And then let's reach the right arm up and over. Maybe turn your head to look at the ceiling. And then let's come back to center and shift the hips over to the left. And lift your left arm up and over. And maybe look up to the ceiling. And then release, come back to center. And let's come to tabletop. Let's do some cat-cows here, moving with your breath. Think about really moving the tailbone and the lower back. Getting maximum flexion and extension in your spine. And we'll meet in the middle and then we'll go side to side. Pressing into your fingers. And let's do some barrel rolls. Let's do 4 in each direction. And we'll meet with a neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg back and bring your right foot over to the left and look towards your foot, bringing a stretch along the outside of the right side of the body. And then we're going to step this foot all the way to the top of the mat and sink the hips down with, so the foot's on the outside of the mat, hands inside, coming into lizard. And you can do a little bit of rocking here if you'd like. Feeling that stretch into the hips. Let's come back to tabletop. And again, we'll extend the left leg, bring it over to the right. Look towards your foot and feel a stretch coming up the left side of your body. And then let's bring this foot all the way to the top, the edge of the mat, and sink the hips down into lizard. Rocking a little bit here, working into your hips. And then come back to tabletop. And let's walk the hands forward a little bit and curl the toes under and lift your hips into downward dog. Walk the feet out here a little bit, feeling that stretching in your calves. And then let's bend the knees a little bit as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And then reach down through your heels. Pull your belly in. Press into the fingers and knuckles. Roll your triceps in and up. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. All right, lift your right leg up. Let's open the hips out to the side. Keep that leg straight though. Try to lift your toes to the ceiling. And then square the hips. And we're going to bring this right foot forward to the knee to nose. And step the right foot through. So from here, we're going to straighten the front leg, and you can bring your feet a little closer together. Also, if you have tight hamstrings, you can always bend this front knee a little bit, but you want your hips square, back foot at a 45-degree angle, and then we can fold forward over this front leg. Pyramid pose. So right hip back, left hip forward. Feeling the stretch in this right leg. And now lift up halfway. Let's walk the hands forward and lift the back leg in the air. And you can stay here if you'd like and just work on getting the fingers off the floor, or you can lift hands into prayer and come into warrior three. Pull the belly in, reach through the crown of your head and back through the toes. And then lower hands back down. Plant your left foot down. And let's step back to downward facing dog. Again, taking an inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Pressing your chest towards your thighs. And let's lift the left leg. Open your hips out, but keep the legs straight. Reach your toes to the ceiling. And then square the hips. Bring your knee to your nose. Step that foot through. And then we'll straighten the legs, coming into pyramid. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Hips square and folding over the front leg. So again, you can bend the front knee if needed. If your legs are straight, see if you can contract your quads. You can let your head hang. Let's take one more big breath here. And then let's walk the hands forward and lift the back leg, reaching through the toes. Again, you can stay here and just work on lifting the fingers off the floor, or bring your palms together at the center of your chest and come into warrior three. Move your shoulders down, your back, reach through the crown of your head. Pull your belly in. And slowly bring your hands back to the floor. Bring your back foot down. And we'll step back into downward dog. And another deep breath here. All right, this time lift the right leg up. Open your hips to the side and bend your knee. Squeeze your heel in towards you and lift your knee to the ceiling. Bring your knee to your nose. Step the right foot through and come into pyramid. Right hip back, left hip forward, then fold over. And this time, if you'd like, you can try bringing your forehead to your knee. It's okay if it doesn't touch. But just think about rounding your back and tucking your chin in towards your chest. And then let's bring the weight forward, hands in front of you on the mat. And again, you have the option to stay here with that back leg lifted or come up into warrior three. Yeah, and slowly hands down, back foot down, and step into downward dog. Push the floor away, take some breaths. And let's lift the left leg, bend your knee, open your hips out to the side. Bring your heel in, lift your knee up. And bring knee to nose. Step through and come into pyramid. And again, left hip back, right hip forward. And if you'd like, you can try to round the back, bringing the forehead towards the knee. Tuck your chin in tight. And then let's bring the weight forward, hands come forward, lift the back leg. And maybe come into warrior three. Palms together at the center of your chest. Pick one spot for your eyes to focus. And slowly hands down, back foot down, and step back to downward facing dog. And then come forward into plank. Pull your belly in, reach back through the heels. And let's bring the right knee to the mat and open out to your left. Extend your left arm overhead, bicep by your ear. Feel this big stretch along the left side of your body. Now let's lift the left leg, bring elbow to knee, hold here. And now inhale, extend. And exhale, reach back to grab the left foot and come into a back bend. Again, extend. Bring elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, grab the foot behind you and come into a back bend. And then extend. You can bring the left foot down. And let's face the mat, but keep that right knee on the floor. And then we're going to lift the right knee up and turn to your right, coming into a side plank with that right knee bent. And again, turn to face the mat and step back to plank. And then we'll bring the left knee down, turn to your right, extend your right arm overhead, bicep by the ear, and get a nice deep stretch here. And then lift the right leg. Let's bring elbow to knee, hold it here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach back for your foot. And press your foot into your hand. And then extend. And bring elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, grab the foot. And reach. And we'll face the mat, keeping that left knee bent. And then we're going to push the floor away as we lift the left knee in the air. Turn to your left. Come into side plank with that left leg bent and hovering. Turn to face the mat and step back to plank. And then let's come into squat, stepping the feet towards the top of the mat. Sink your hips down, lengthen your spine. And then step back to plank. So again, let's bring the right knee down, turn to your left, coming into the side stretch. Lift the left leg and bring elbow to knee. And inhale, extend. Exhale, grab your foot. Inhale, back bend. Hold here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, hold here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, grab the foot. Inhale, back bend. And extend. Set your left foot down, face the mat, lift the right knee in the air, and turn to the right. Side plank. Right knee lifted. Keep lifting your hips. And face the mat and step back to plank. Left knee down, turn to your right, and stretch. Lift your right foot, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, grab your foot and inhale to back bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, and breathe here. On your next inhale, extend. Exhale, grab your foot. And release. Turn to face the mat. Lift the left knee. Turn to the left. Side plank. Left knee lifted. Keep your hips lifting. Face the mat. Step back to plank. Let's come down to forearms. Holding forearm plank for 3, 2, 1, and slowly bring your hips down into sphinx. Elbows under shoulders. Press your palms into the floor and pull your chest forward. And then let's lower the upper body down, bring the right arm out to the side and roll onto the right side. Stretch the pectoral and shoulder on the right. Back to your stomach, extend your left arm out, roll onto your left side. Make any adjustments you need to find the right stretch for you today in your left shoulder. Let's come back to your stomach. Come back to sphinx. Bring feet together or hip width apart. Curl your toes under. Make sure you activate your abdomen. We're going to push back into forearm plank. And then let's walk the feet forward, coming into dolphin. Pressing the floor away, still trying to reach your chest towards your thighs. And then let's walk the feet back to plank. See if you can come up to full plank. We'll step the feet forward back into squat. Okay, from here we're going to come into lunge. So bring the right foot back and the left foot can toe heel to the center of the mat. Hands on either side of the front foot. Plant the right palm, inhale, left arm up. Bring the back knee down. Make sure your abdomen is engaged and use your side body to lift yourself up, keeping the twist. Coming into a twisted low lunge. Let's reverse, bringing the left fingertips to the back thigh, reach the right arm up and over. Now see if you can curl the toes under and lift the back knee. And then windmill down to the floor, frame your foot, and we'll step the left leg back and the right foot forward. Plant your left palm, bring your right arm up. Set the back knee down. Use the side strength of your core to lift you up. And we'll reverse right fingertips to the back thigh. Lift your left arm up and over. And then curl the back toes under, lift the knee off the floor. And windmill back down to the mat. And step back to plank. And step the left foot forward. At the right palm, lift your left arm up. So you're welcome to put the knee down like we did last set, or try to come up here without putting the knee down into a high lunge with twist. And reverse. And come down to the mat. Step into plank. Right foot forward. Right arm up. You can stay with the knee lifted or put the knee down. Lift into twisted high lunge. And reverse. And windmill down. And step back to plank. Let's bring the knees down, sit back on the heels, and bring the legs around the front. So we're going to do reverse tabletop and reverse plank here. Starting with reverse tabletop, bend your knees, feet hip width apart, place your hands under your shoulders. And inhale, lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes, reach your tailbone forward. And bring your hips down. Extend the legs, setting up for reverse plank. Inhale, lift your hips, tailbone forward. Squeeze your glutes. And slowly hips down. Inhale, arms up and slowly forward fold. And this can be a relaxed forward fold. Round your spine back up, stacking one vertebra at a time. Set up for reverse tabletop. And lift your hips. One more breath. And slowly come down, extend your legs. And lift into reverse plank. And hips down. Inhale, arms up. And forward fold. Slowly round your spine up. And we will scoot forward, setting up for Shavasana. So slowly bring your spine to the mat. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Let everything melt onto your mat. Making sure that your exhales come all the way to the end. Start to deepen your breath. Move your hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms over your head for a full body stretch. And then either turn onto your side and push up from there or roll on your spine back to seated.